Breaking news: Aso Rock Cabal in dilemma over Buhari's successor. Hello, my wonderful people. There is serious contemplation and discussions in the corridor on what is going on in Aso Rock as to if, the cabal, what will be happening, and how, they can actually come off some of the matters and issues going on, talking about Buhari's successor. Buhari's successor, they want certain people as though they are God because they want to continue to remain relevant. They want their relevance to continue to shine through. They want to be the one to decide what will happen, who will get to that position, and how they will, control such an individual. These are some of the things that are going on. Now they are in serious dilemma because some of those things continue, and this is what is happening now. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. The cabal around President Muhammadu Buhari has been thrown into a dilemma on pursuing forward a successor to the outgoing president after ruling a number of powerful individuals in the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, including some within the government. Why the cabal is said to know those in their premonitions who will not succeed Buhari, they are, according to multiple sources, confused over who will. That confusion in finding an amicable southern presidential material, according to multiple sources, was at the weekend given life to the once unfounded proceeds of the downfalled ministers of the state petroleum, Tenepre Sivanus, emerging as Buhari's dark horse, who he may use. APC source in Bayelsa and authenticative source in Abuja gave cognizance to the choice of Sivanus, which, though has been mentioned in the past, was now getting a life of its turn. The powerful cabal around the president, consisting mostly of his kings from Castina and party loyalists from the north, it was gathered, have been flamboyant about the determination of some of those they had initially ruled out from forthcoming ahead of the two those it was gathered around Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, who it was learned has insisted on exercising his democratic right in a free and fair election. He appears to be the man to beat, all things being equal. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo, another prospect that also shaked the cabal with the weight of favor that his aspirant has gathered. However, the cabal it was gathered is unshaken by the different polls and studies that put Osinbajo as one of the best bets for APC to retain power in 2023. The lack of trust in their means have not allowed them to support either Tinubu or Professor Yemi Osinbajo. The prospect of Governor Kayode Fayemi, who is also said to be preparing to roll out his campaign, are also not said to have won the favor of the cabal either. However, many, mostly from the southern and including Rotimi Amechi, Ibukola Amosun, President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, among others, are said to have been considered by the cabal. Jonathan was gathered has, however, given his condition that it must adopt as a consensus candidate, a prospect that the cabal will not be able to guarantee for him to join APC. So this is what is happening. Buhari's guys are in serious dilemma over who to take over from Buhari at this point in time, as the matter seems to be beyond them at the point, and it's beginning to happen. It's beginning to happen that people are coming out to say, I don't believe this, I believe this, I accept, I do not accept. So these are some of the things going on now. These are some of the things happening, So my wonderful people, it is high time we begin to, decide, okay, going forward, who will rule Nigeria, not some cabal making those decisions for us. We need to make that decision ourselves. Okay, we need to make that decision ourselves. We need to decide who will, take on that leadership position by our votes. Let's not give that chance, okay, to some people. Let's not give that chance to some people who will and who are not ready in any way to help us. Okay, who are not ready to help us. These are some of the things going on, and we must, you know, vividly well, begin to reconsider some of the position we are taking. Okay, some of the position we are taking at this point in time, so that at the end of the day, there will be better position for every one of us. Okay, so these are some of the things going on now. Some of the things happening, and Nigerians, it is high time we begin to, reevaluate our convention and our position on who we want to lead us. There are some people who have called themselves cabal, but we can actually flood these people by making our choices, deciding from day one. We don't want this so-called cabal to be the determinant of who picks our next leadership, unless the vote card that we pick up does not count, or is not the. I mean, it's just a show. It's not what it is. If it is what it is, then we should not be in between opinion trying to, react and, get understanding on who and what, should become our leaders. We know, okay, every one of them who are coming out in one capacity or the other have had an opportunity to rule or to lead. What did they do when they led? How was their leadership? How did they affect people? How was it? Did they really, affect life positively? Should we consider these ones as people who could potentially take on the reins of leadership and bring about true direction for the nation? If they have not given true leadership position when they had that time, we should not be considering them, to come on and become leaders when we can see clearly that these people do not mean well for us. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. So let's be honest. Let's be truthful. What do we want? And what are we looking out for? Are we going to continue the same way we are and expect things to change? It's not going to happen. No way. Okay? It's not going to happen. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Remember, you have a voice. Remember that whenever we work together, we can achieve it. But if we don't work together, if we stand differently, we will not be able to achieve this together. Have a good day. Bye for now.